Hey there again, this is Dave Duford at buylifeinsuranceforburial.com, and today's topic is the truth about burial insurance cost. Let's get started and jump into this right away. So, probably the primary reason you're watching this is because you've gotten all sorts of stuff in the mail, seen all sorts of advertisements on TV about burial insurance. Maybe your interest has peaked a little bit and you're investigating some of the details about how burial insurance works and what it runs for. So the reality about burial insurance costs is that it all really comes down to what you can afford if you're working with somebody who actually has a concern for your budget. Believe it or not all salespeople want to take all your money. And I say that kind of tongue-in-cheek because there's a lot of people out there who teach their sales agents, their insurance agents, to try to get the highest premiums possible, to try to get as much out of you as possible without even concern or care to your budget or even your need. So here's the truth when it comes down to burial insurance cost. You need to determine what you can easily afford. You see, I've been selling burial insurance for almost 7 years now, and I've trained agents nationally, hundreds and hundreds of agents, about how to do and sell life insurance for burial insurance reasons for a long time. And the one thing that I teach them how to do is that you've got to sell burial insurance with the client in mind. You cannot force down their throat some price that they cannot afford. You have to work backwards and figure out a budget that's affordable. You have to work backwards and figure out what the need is. And so me talking to you, somebody who's directly looking for some kind of affordable burial insurance options, that is the key thing you've got to keep in mind. And that's something you have to determine for yourself. Of course, someone like myself is happy to help you figure out what your budget is. But some questions you got to ask yourself come down to what can you easily afford a month? Can you afford $20 a month? There are burial insurance options at that price range. Can you afford $40 or $50? Same thing there. $80 to $100 and beyond, absolutely. The key thing is affordability. The second thing you got to ask yourself is making sure you're getting what you need, not necessarily what you want. So let me explain how that works too. So of course, in the insurance world in general, life insurance, burial insurance, car insurance, doesn't matter. The price that you pay reflects the amount of benefits that you get out of your program, generally speaking. So the higher you pay for a life insurance or a burial insurance plan, the more coverage generally you're going to get. Many times people on a fixed income, I'm assuming that's the situation you may find yourself in, are restrained by what they can easily afford and not necessarily quote-unquote splurge on getting a big insurance policy. The key thing I tell my clients when I sit down with them is that affordability and getting what you need is what matters the most. Look, we all want to leave our kids, at least most of us that, our kids still treat us right, want to leave them something nice. We want to make sure that we help them out in their pathway through life and make sure what they get is a good value for them. And the thing, though, that you have to contend with is, can you even afford to do something like that? And is getting something less still something you want to do? I tell my clients all the time that something is always better than nothing. Sure, you may want to get the $20,000 plan, leave 10 grand for the grandkid, and then pay the other 10 grand for the funeral. But if you can't afford it, even if you can't afford a $10,000, at least a $7,000, if that was, say, in your affordability level, is certainly better than zero. I mean, imagine your family waking up the day of your death to hear that you've passed away, and that you don't have any coverage because you insisted on getting something and wanting something that was outside of your reach. They're still stuck with the bill. And trust me, even though the grandkid didn't get $10,000, I assure you that if all they had was $7,000, your people that you leave behind, your loved ones, the bereaved, would be certainly happy with a smaller amount than you necessarily want. So that's really the key thing. Understand what it is you're trying to accomplish. Ultimately, primarily goal, maybe many of you, is to buy a policy for burial. $7,000 to $10,000 is generally the average across the country. Can be higher in certain areas, can be a little bit lower in others, usually not though. And also determine what your budget is. Again, like I said earlier, this is absolutely something I can help you with. If you're trying to figure out what your best options are, first you need to work with a broker that shops a variety of different highly rated, low price, competitively priced companies out there for burial insurance and make sure you're getting the best value. And that is something I can definitely help you do. And mutually together, we can collaboratively figure out what it is you're looking for and then find the right plan that you qualify for that locks in the lowest price. If you'd like to do that, I beseech you, please give me a call. I'll be happy to help you. My number is 888-626-0439, or you can visit my website. That's buylifeinsuranceforburial.com. Send me a message on the telephone or shoot me a message through the contact box, and I'll be more than happy to help you out the best of my ability. Again, my name is David Duford at buylifeinsuranceforburial.com, and thank you so much for watching. As always, y'all take care. Thanks.